Some points on assignment 2A. Now you'll talk about this quite a bit in your tutorials, but here's some sort of guidelines. What you see in front of you now is what's in the learning guide, the formal details. So in order to complete this assignment, you need to work with a small group of students to develop a presentation designed to either transform the learning of others directly or to communicate how you would transform the learning of others through a structured program of teaching and learning. This presentation needs to reflect learning acquired through study in this unit. The assessment criteria. The first major issue is that we're looking for the skill, communication of, and education in the ideas you're working with. We're looking for the quality and relevance of the vision behind the ideas. We're looking for evidence of preparatory group work. And where appropriate, the assignment needs to present the word professionally with clear academic writing within the word limit, use the APA referencing style correctly. Now obviously this last point is going to be less significant for this assignment than it is for the written assignments. Some guidelines. Some things we want you to think about while you're doing this project. You as group members need to take responsibility for your group process. So you need to manage this. You need to manage your own group. You need to manage group members. So there's a need for leadership within groups. There's a need for commitment within groups. What you're doing in this presentation is that you're communicating. In a way, you're teaching. And in order to teach, you need to have assumptions about how people learn. So you need to think about how you're communicating, the methods you're using, the technologies that you're using, the various forms of content that you're using, the various forms of connection you're creating. The idea is to change or show how you would change the thinking of others about a specific subject. Now the subject is sometimes the most difficult thing for people to deal with. Often some groups spend the whole 3 weeks discarding one subject after another, after another, after another. The idea is to choose a subject that is important to you or your group, is interesting to you, something that you feel enthusiastic about. Once you've got that subject matter, you divide roles and responsibilities according to different things that people can do. The aim is not for everyone to sort of present, everyone to stand on stage for the equal amount of time and have their face seen, but all to be involved in it and to use the skills that you've got, to think about how you're going to present and how you're going to utilise the various tools that you've got, the various techniques that you know how to use. Don't be shy. Use your imagination. Connect with your audience. Use your intellect, use emotion, use empathy and a sense of theatre to create that connection. Understand what is transformative about your process. Be confident that you have something to say and you're using the best methods to get it across. Make it informative, accessible and memorable. And finally, each group must submit a one-page sheet to your tutor prior to your presentation. This sheet should list the group members and their role, detail the intention of the presentation, ground the presentation theoretically. Now that might just be one paragraph. If necessary, make reference to problems encountered by or within the group during the process. Now this is an interesting exercise in teaching and learning, whereby you arrive at or choose something of interest to you that you think needs to be brought to the attention of others, so they'll think more deeply about it. There's a huge range of things you can choose for this. The important thing is that it's something that you're excited about, something you're enthusiastic about, maybe something that one person in the group has brought to your attention and has got others enthusiastic about. But these sorts of exercises work best when people arrive at a clear sense of purpose, and out of that clear sense of purpose they get a clear sense of how they want to do what they're going to do. Lots of conversation, lots of communication is the best way to it, and the commitment of all group members is really, really